Okay, are you able to see the screen? Okay, we will start it. Yesterday we discussed some problems, how to show that the given set is a subspace. Now, two more problems are there in that. Then you should remember what is meant by a subspace. What is meant by a subspace? Subspace, let W be a non-empty subset of a vector space. Then W also satisfies the conditions of a vector space, all the conditions of a vector space under the same vector addition and scalar multiplication. Then it is said to be a subspace. Then we proved two theorems. That first theorem, a non-empty subset W of a vector space V over F is a subspace for every alpha beta belongs to W, alpha plus beta belongs to W. And C belongs to F, alpha belongs to W, C alpha belongs to W. Then one more theorem we have proved by combining these two equations. For every C1, C2 belongs to F, for every alpha beta belongs to W, then C1 alpha plus C2 beta belongs to W. Now, yesterday we did some problems, then we will continue. Two more problems are there. Prove that W equal to set of all xyz belongs to Q is not a subspace of V3 of R. We have to prove that. Here, how is the elements? Elements is of the form xyz. All the elements are rational numbers. Is not a subspace of V3 of R. Here, what is field? Field is R. That means set of real numbers. Then we have to show that it is not a subspace. For that, we will show either any one of the condition it's not satisfying. That means we will show either it doesn't satisfy vector addition or scalar multiplication. Take any element alpha equal to 1, 2, 3. Here that to W. 1, 2, 3 all are rational numbers only. 1, 2, 3 belongs to W. We take C equal to root 5 belongs to R. It's real number because we have to take from F, but instead of F here it is R. Root 5 is an irrational number. Irrational numbers also included in real numbers. Then C equal to root 5 belongs to R. Then we find out C alpha. When we find C alpha, what we get it as C alpha equal to root 5 into 1, 2, 3. Then what we get? Root 5, first element root 5, second element 2 root 5, third element 3 root 5. But these are all irrational numbers, then it doesn't belongs to W. Because W means what it is? Set of all x, y, z. All the elements should be rational numbers. But here we got all the elements are irrational numbers. That means it doesn't belongs to W. That is, it's not closed under scalar multiplication. Then it is not a. Okay, this is university question form, 2 marks question. Then what we have to show? What it is given? W equal to set of all xyz. xyz belongs to Q is not a subspace of V3 of R. Here F is R, that means set of real numbers. But what is W? W is xyz where all the elements are rational numbers. Then we take alpha equal to 1, 2, 3 belongs to W. Then C what we are taking, an irrational number, any number you can take, C equal to root 5, then it belongs to real number. Then we find C alpha. What do you get C alpha? Root 5 into 1, 2, 3. But root 5, 2 root 5, 3 root 5 all are irrational numbers, then it doesn't belongs to W. Therefore, it doesn't satisfy scalar multiplication, then it's not a subspace. Then we will move on to the next problem. Prove that W equal to set of all x1, x2, x3 such that x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square less than or equal to 1 of V3 of R is not a subspace of V3 of R. How W is defined? X1, X2, X3. But what is the condition here? X1 square plus X2 square plus X3 square, it should be less than or equal to 1. We have to show that it is not a subspace. For that, we will show any one of the condition is not satisfying. Take alpha equal to 1, 0, 0. Then whether it satisfies this property x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square, substitute in that, then what we get it as here 1 square plus 0 square plus 0 square. That is same as 1 only, then it satisfies the condition. Then take beta. Beta we can take 0, 0, 1 or you can take 0, 1, 0 also. Then 0, 0, 1 means what you get? 0 plus 0 plus 1. That also satisfies the condition. Therefore, both alpha and beta belongs to W. Then find alpha plus beta. What you get alpha plus beta? 1 plus 0, 1. Again 0 plus 0, 0. 0 plus 1, 1. Now we will have to check that whether this element belongs to W or not. If this element belongs to W, it should satisfy the condition x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square less than or equal to 1. Now here what we get? 1 square plus 0 square plus 1 square. What it is? 1 plus 1, 2. It is not less than or equal to 1. Then it doesn't satisfy the condition. Then it is not a subspace. How we have taken? Here it is given as x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square less than or equal to 1. For that, what we have taken? Alpha is 1, 0, 0. Beta we have taken 0, 0, 1. Both it satisfy the condition x1 square plus x2 square plus x3 square less than or equal to 1. Find alpha plus beta. But alpha plus beta we are getting as 1, 0, 1. But when we check this condition, we are getting 1 square plus 0 square plus 1 square. It is same as 2, but it is not less than 1. Then it doesn't satisfy the condition. Vector addition is not satisfied. Therefore, W is not a subspace. Okay. Now, we will move on to the next linear combination. Linear combination also we discussed yesterday. Then one more concept, linear span also we discussed. We'll just go through that linear combination. Then we will move on to the problems based on that. What we have seen that linear combination. What is linear combination? Let alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n be n vectors of a vector space V of f. Then the expression C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus etc. Cn alpha n, where all Ci's belonging to f, they are scalars, is called a linear combination of the vectors alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. How we define? It is expression of the form C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus etc. Cn alpha n. This is called linear combination. Then we have defined linear span also. What is linear span means? Set of all linear combination. It is said to be linear span. Now we will move on to the problem. Express the vector 3, 5, 2 as a linear combination of 1, 1, 0, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 1. How we can find out that we have to express this vector 3, 5, 2 as a linear combination of the vectors, these three vectors. then we can write 352 as C1 into 110 first vector plus C2 into 230 plus C3 into 001. We should simplify and find out the values C1 and C2 and C3. If these elements or scalars C1, C2, C3 exist, then we can say 352 can be written as a linear combination of these vectors. Have you understood this concept? Because this concept we have to, for the next linear dependence, linear transformational, we have to use the same concept. Then you should be thorough with this concept. How we are writing? 352 as C1 alpha 1. What is alpha 1? First element here 110 plus C2 alpha 2. Alpha 2 we can take 230 plus C3 alpha 3. Alpha 3 is 001. Then how we simplify this one? We have to add first all the first element. That means what you get? C1 plus 2C2 plus 0. That means C1 plus 2C2. Then next term C1 plus 3C2 plus 0. That means C1 plus 3C2. Next term 0, again 0, then C3. Then what we get it as? It is C3. Now we got C1 plus 3 equations we got. Then how many unknowns are there? 3 unknowns are there. C1, C2, C3. Now we will solve these 3 equations with 3 unknowns. First equation what we have? C1 plus 2C2. Here what is the element? 3, 5, 2. Then C1 plus 2C2 what we can write? It as 3. Second element. What is second element? C1 plus 3C2. It is 5. Third element. What is third element? C3 equal to 2. Now we got C3 equal to 2. We got it. Now next what are things we should find out? C1 and C2. C1 and C2 how we can find out? Here see the coefficients of first equation and second equation. Here it is C1, here also C1. Then we can just subtract these two equations. Equation 2 minus equation 1. C1, C1 will be cancelled. Then next what we get? 3C2 minus 2C2. 3C2 minus 2C2 what it is? C2 is equal to 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3. What is 5 minus 3? 5 minus 3 is 2. That means C2 also we got it as 2. We got C3, C2. Next what we should find out? C1 we should find out. What is C1? How you get it as C1? 3 minus 2C2. That means 3 minus 4. Then what is 3 minus 4? 3 minus 4 is minus 1. Now we got all the elements C1, C2, C3. Substitute them. Then C1 what you got it as? Minus 1. C2 we got it as 2. C3 we got it as 2. Got linear combination of 3, 5, 2 in terms of these 3 vectors. All of you understood that? Because these type of problems we have to use it. How it is? How we have to? First we should write 3, 5, 2 as, here how many vectors are there? 3 vectors. Then we write C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus C3 alpha 3. Then C1 alpha 1 is 110 plus C2 alpha 2 plus C3 alpha 3. Then simplify that. Then we got 3 equations in 3 unknowns. First equation what it is? C1 plus 2C2 is 3. Next is C1 plus 3C2 equal to 5. The last is C3 equal to 2. Now C3 we got. Next we should get C1 and C2 from equation 1 and 2. When we check that the C1 and also C1, then we can subtract these two equations. We get 3C2 minus 2C2 is C2. 5 minus 3, 2. C2 we got. Then to get C1, substitute either in equation 1 or equation 2. Then what we get it as 3 minus 4, that is minus 1. Here if we substitute also what we get, 5 minus C1, we have to get 5 minus 3C2. That means 5 minus 6, that also we get it as minus 1. Then we can write 352 as C1. Instead of C1, write it minus 1. Instead of C2, we should write 2. And instead of C3, we should write it as 2. Then we got that it is a linear combination. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Unmute yourself and ask me. Any doubts? Shall I move on to problems on linear span? I hope no one will be having any doubts. Okay, I am moving on to the next problem. Problem from linear span. What is linear span? It is set of all linear combination only. Set of all linear combination of a set S. How it is defined? That S is a non-empty subset of V. We are taking S as alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. Then set of all linear combination of the elements in S, or C1, set of all C1 alpha 1 plus etc. Cn alpha n, it is said to be linear span. Okay, ma'am. Now we will move on to the problems. Problems on linear span. Show that the vector 3 minus 7 6 is span of S. S is given as 1 minus 3 2, 2 for 1, 1 1 1. What is the meaning of this? We have to find out that the vector 3 minus 7 6 in the span means we have to check whether this vector can be written as linear combination of these three vectors. Then it is same as that last problem only. Only one change. There it was only two vectors were there. Here it is three vectors are there. There are also two or three vectors were there. Last problem. Okay, we will that one here. Three vectors are there. Three vectors. Then how we can show that? First one, which one we should write it? 3 minus 7, 6. 3 minus 7, 6. We should write as linear combination of first alpha 1, then alpha 2, then alpha 3. Then 3 minus 7, 6 can be written as, all of you can try that. Start doing that problem. Then only you will understand. When you solve that problem yourself only, you will understand that. Take a notebook, then start trying to do it. First one, what we should write? 3 minus 7, 6 equal to C1. First element what it is? 1 minus 3, 2. Plus C2, 2 for 1. Plus C3, 1, 1, 1. Then we will simplify that. Then when we simplify, what we get it as? Kogila. Tell me what, when we add that 3, what you get? Uh, no, how we will do it, Kogila? We are not, we should add first. First, we should add all the first elements. That means what you get? First element in first vector, what we get? C1. Then second element, it is plus 2C2. Then plus C3. Okay. Then like that, you tell me what is that second element, what you get? No, second element, what you get? That is first element. Okay. Mm. Yes, sir. Plus C3. Then third element. Okay. Okay. Plus C3. Understood how to add it? First, we should add all first elements, then second elements, then third element. Okay. Then Navanita, tell me then what we get it as each element. How can we make it that an equations? What are things we will get? What is C1 plus 2 plus C3? What do you get that value? Navanita, you can unmute yourself and tell me the answer. What we get it as? Subhash, tell me. What do you get that first element? How you are getting these elements? First element C1 plus 2, C2 plus C3. Here left hand side, this vector is same as 3 minus 7, 6. Then what we get? C1 plus 2, C2 plus C3, what we get it as? 3. Then second element, what we get? Minus 3C1. Minus 3C1 plus 4C2 plus C3. What we get it as? It is second element minus 7. Then third element, what we are getting? 2C1 plus C2 plus C3 equal to 6. Now we got 3 equations with 3 unknowns. Either you can use, you can simplify, you can combine two equations and simplify, or you can use matrix method. In matrix method, what we will do? We will reduce the matrix into raw reduced echelon form and simplify. We will discuss like that one problem also. Here we have just simplified two equations taken and simplified. Here see equation 1 and equation 2. Equation 1 and equation 2, when it is that here it is C3, here also it is C3. Then C3 minus C3 will be cancelled. Then what we get? C1 minus minus 3C1. It will become 4C1. Similarly, 2C2 minus 4C2. It is minus 2C2. Then 3 minus minus 7. It is 3 plus 7, 10. Now we got one more equation in C1 and C2. Similarly, we will do equation 1 and 3. Subtract that. Then C1 minus 2C1, what we get? Minus C1. 2C2 minus C2 plus C2. Then C3 will be cancelled. Then 3 minus 6, what we can write? Minus 3. Then we got both these equations in C1 and C2. Then what we can do? We can make any, here coefficient of C1 either same or coefficient of C2 make it as same. Here if I multiply equation 5 with 4, then what we get? Here 4C1. Here also what it will become? Minus 4C1. Then when we add, what it will become? It will become 0. Here it is minus 2c2. Here we have to multiply with 4. Then 4c2 minus 4, sorry, minus 2c2 plus 4c2. That means it is 2c2. Here 10 minus 12. That means minus 2. Then c2 equal to minus 2 means what you get? c2 equal to minus 1. c2 minus 1 means what we get it as c1. c2 minus 1. Substitute in equation 5. Then what we get it as? Here we can substitute it. Then we get it as c2. We have to substitute minus 1. Then minus 3 plus 1, it is 2. Then we get C1 and C2. If we get C1 and C2, we can substitute in any one equation, equation 1, 2 or 3. We can find out C3. C1, we will substitute in equation 1. Then what we get it as? C1 is 2. C2 is minus 1. That means 2 minus 2 cancel. Then C3, what we get it as? C3 equal to 3. Then all the elements are existing. Then it is a linear combination. That means it is in the span of that. These type questions will be asked for 5 marks. How we are doing? First of all, first concept you understand how we are forming that equations. Then after getting that equations, we should simplify the equations and find out each value. For that, you can simplify, you can combine two equations and find out. Or if you think that if matrix method is easy, you can use that matrix method also. Then first one, how we are taking 3 minus 7 6 equal to C1 1 minus 3 2 plus C2 2 4 1 plus C3 1 1 1. Then you should know how to add it first of all. How we are adding? First element C1 plus 2C2 plus C3. The next is C1, not C1, minus 3C1 plus 4C2 plus C3. Third element 2C1 plus C2 plus C3. Then we get three equations. First equation C1 plus 2C2 plus C3 is 3. Second equation minus 3C1 plus 4C2 plus C3 is 7. 2C1 plus C2 plus C3 equal to 6. Then simplify these three equations. For that, here it is seen for all these three equations, coefficient of C3 is 1 only. Then if you subtract any two equations, it contains only C1 and C2. First we will take 1 minus 2. Then we get 4C1 minus 2C2 equal to 10. Similarly, we take equation 1 and 3. Or you can take 2 and 3 also. Like that you can do it. Equation 1 minus 3. That means what you get? Minus C1 plus C2 equal to 3 minus 6 is minus 3. Then simplify these two equations. For that, we can multiply equation 5 with 4. 4C1 minus 4C1, 0. Minus 2C2. Then here we have to multiply with 4. Minus 2C2, 4C2. It is 2C2. Then 10 minus 12. That means minus 2. Or C2 is minus 1. Then substitute and find out each value for C1 and C3. Okay, any doubts? Try to do it also when I am explaining. Otherwise, you won't understand that if you just listen. Next problem is, we have to show that the vector 2 minus 5 3 is not in the span of 1 minus 3 2, 2 minus 4 minus 1, 1 minus 5, 7. You have to write, we have to show that it is not in the span. Not in the span means what we should show? We have to show that 2 minus 5, 3 cannot be written as a linear combination of the vectors in S. That means either any one element C1, C2 or C3. Any one element it won't exist, we have to show. For that, we take that first one 2 minus 5, 3 can be written as C1 into first element plus C2 into second element plus C3 into third element. Then we can add that one and we can find out that. Usha, tell me how we add that. We should add these vectors and find out that equations we should find out. Usha, unmute yourself and tell me what you get. Usha, unmute yourself. Then tell me what you get that equation. Usha, I am not able to hear you. Just add it only. How you add that and how you get that equations. Usha, I am not able to hear you. Divya, Divya, tell me what do you get that equations? How you calculate that equations? Divya K. Whether are you able to understand or not telling any answer? Malati. Malati is there now? Malati, tell me. Whether all of you are there or not, simply logged in and gone out. Not telling any answer only. Maladi, tell me, Maladi. Okay, I am moving on to the next problem. I think simply joining and not telling any answers. Maladi is telling me. Okay, I am moving on to that. What you get? You have to add that first vector. Then what we get? C1 plus 2C2 plus C3, first element. Second element is minus 3C1 minus 4C2 minus 5C3. Third element 2C1 minus C2 plus 7C3. That is same as what is the vector 2 minus 5, 3. Then first equation what we get C1 plus 2C2 plus C3 is 2. Second equation is minus 3C1 minus 4C2 minus 5C3. It is equal to minus 5. Then third one 2C1 minus C2 plus 7C3 equal to 3. Now we got three equations. We can simplify these three equations and find out the value for C1 and C2. Consider equation 1 and 2. Then here it is C3, here it is minus 5C3. If we multiply equation 1 with 5, what we get? Here 5C3, here minus 5C3, it will become 0. Then we will multiply first equation with 5. Then first equation what we get? 5C1. Here 10C2, 5C3 equal to 10. Then second equation is minus 3C1 minus 4C2 minus 5C3 is minus 5. Now we add these two equations. Here it is 5C1. Then 5C1 minus 3C1, 2C1. Then 5, here it is 10C2 minus 4C2. It is plus 6,2. Here 5C3 minus 5C3, it will be cancelled. Here 10 minus 5, it is 5. Now we will combine equation 1 and equation 3. Here we multiply first equation with 7. Then what we get? 7C1, 14C2 plus 7C3 equal to 14. Here what it is? 2C1 minus C2 plus 7C3 equal to 3. Then here it is 7C1 minus 2C1, that is 5C1. Then 14C2 minus means what you get that? 15C2. Here 7C3 minus 7C3, 0. Then here 14 minus 3, it is 11. Now we got two equations. We got that. Then here we multiply. Here these two we will combine that one. Equation this one we multiply with, here see 2C1. And here it is 5C1. Then how can we make these two equations coefficient same? Here 2C1, here 5C1 means here we can multiply with 5. Then 10C1, here what we have to multiply? To get 10C1, we should multiply with 2. Then this equation, how we will multiply? First equation we will multiply with 5. Second equation with 2. Then it is 10C1. Then here what you get? 5 we are multiplying. 30C2 equal to 25. Here we are multiplying with 2. Then what we get? 10C1, 30C2 equal to 22. Then we will simplify that. Here 10C1, here 10C1 cancel. Then here what it is? Here we get it as, here what we are getting? We have multiply with 5. Then 32, here we have multiply with 2. 30C2. 30C2 minus 30C2, 0. But here what we have done? We have multiplied with 5. Then 25 minus 22, it is 3. Left hand side we are getting 0, but right hand side what we are getting? 3. That means we got 0 equal to 3. Whether it will become correct 0 equal to 3 like that, we won't get that. Then what we will get that? It is like this equation, it won't exist. That means it doesn't have any unique values for C1, C2, C3. Then 2 minus 5, 3 is not in the span of this vectors S. Okay, I will repeat the equation, this problem. Then we will move on to the next one. Better whenever we are discussing problems, that time you should do it that time itself. Whenever I am explaining theorems, that notes you can write it afterwards. But for the problems, that notes from now onwards, I won't give it the notes for the problems. Today's I will give, but from tomorrow I won't give the notes for the problems. Otherwise, I think you people are not trying the problems at all. First, what we have to show? We have to show that this vector 2 minus 5, 3 is not in the span of the vectors S. Then 2 minus 5, 3, it is C first vector plus C2 second vector plus C3 third vector. Then we should simplify that. What we get? C1 first element plus 2C2 plus C3. Then second one what we get? Minus 3C1 minus 4C2 minus 5C3. Then last one what we get? 2C1 minus C2 plus 7C3. Then first element what we get? C1 plus 2C2 plus C3 is 2. Second element minus 3C1 minus 4C2 minus 5C3 is minus 5. Third element is 2C1 minus C2 plus 7C3. It is 3. Now we will combine that. Either you can here also you can use the matrix method. You can simplify that into raw reduced echelon form. Then if the matrix is not consistent, we can say that it doesn't have a solution. Therefore, it's not a span. Or what we can do, we can combine any two equations and find out the values for C1, C2, C3. Here how we have combining equation 1 and 2. For that, we will simplify for C3. First, we try to that one remove the term C3. For this, multiply with 5. Then what we get it as when we multiply and add that to equation. 5C1 minus 3C1, it is 2C1. Then next is what we get 10C2 minus 4C2, it is 6C2. Then 10 minus 10 minus 5. 10 minus 5 is 5. Next, we will simplify equation 1 and equation 3. Equation 1, for equation 1, here it is C3, here it is 7C3. Then what we have to do? We have to multiply equation 1 with 7. Then 7C1 minus 2C1, 5C1. 14C2 minus C2 minus C2. Here one minus sign is already is there. Then minus C2 it will become 15C2. Then here 14 minus 3. It is 11. Now we will make coefficient of C1 same. Then we will solve it for C2. Then what we get it as? Here we should multiply this equation 4 with 5. Equation 5 with 2. Then 10C1 minus 10C1, 0. Here what we have to multiply? 5 into 6, 30. 15 into 2, 30. Then 30 will be cancelled. Then we get it as 0 here. Then here we are multiplying with 5. That means 25. Here we are multiplying to 2 as 22. 25 minus 22, 3. Then 0 equal to 3 like that we are getting. That means our solution doesn't exist for unique values are not there for C1, C2 and C3. Therefore, it is not a linear combination. That means it is not in the span. Okay, we will move on to the next problem. Okay, before that, some theorems are there. We will move on to the theorems. Now, we will move on to that. Two theorems are there in this. Are you able to see this screen? Okay. Can I start these theorems? Two theorems are there. These two theorems are important theorems, repeated questions. Okay. We are moving on to that first theorem. For that, you should remember what is linear combination and what is linear span. First of all, what is linear combination? If alpha 1, alpha 2, etc., alpha n are vectors of a vector space V, then expression of the form C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus etc. Cn alpha n, where all Ci belongs to F, it is linear combination. Then what is linear span? or linear span, or we can write L of capital S. L of capital S, it represents linear span. How it is defined? If S equal to set alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n, then L of S is set of all linear combination. That means set of all C1 alpha 1 plus etc. Cn alpha n for every Ci belongs to F, for every alpha I belongs to B, alpha I belongs to S, then for every I equal to 1 to n. Then that is said to be a linear span. Here we should find out three conditions. What are the three conditions? First condition, we should prove that L of S is a subspace of V. Second one is we have to show S is contained in L of S. And third one, we should find out L of S is the smallest subspace of V containing S. Okay, three concepts. First, we should prove it is a subspace. Subspace means what we can prove? We can use any two theorems. That means either we can show that it satisfies scalar multiplication and vector addition, or combined one we can show C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 belongs to that one L of S. Here L of S only we have to show that a subspace. Then we take first let L alpha belongs to S. Alpha belongs to S means alpha can be written as, here just see, alpha can be, we can written as, alpha can be written as 1 into alpha. Alpha, we can write alpha as 1 into alpha. Then it is a linear combination it has become. 1 into alpha means it is a linear combination of the form C1 alpha. Then we can write it is in linear combination L of S. Then we got one vector alpha belongs to L of S. That means we can say L of S is non-empty. We can say that L of S is non-empty. Got the idea? First we have taken as alpha belongs to S. Alpha belongs to S means alpha can be written as 1 into alpha. Then 1 into alpha means it has become a linear combination. Then it belongs to L of S. Then L of S is non-empty. Next, we have to show it is a subspace. For that, we consider two elements from L of S. Then we show that alpha plus beta belongs to L of S and C alpha also belongs to L of S. Then first we are taking alpha beta belongs to L of S. Alpha beta belongs to L of S. L of S means what it is L of S? L of S means it is linear span. That means we can write alpha as C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus etc. Cn alpha n. Because L of S means linear span. Linear span means it is set of all linear combination of the vectors in S. In S, what are the vectors are there in S? We take that S contains alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. Then alpha can be written as C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus etc. Cn alpha n. Beta also is there in L of S. Then this also, beta also linear combination of which elements? Alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. Here, sorry, it is not beta m. Here it should be alpha n only. Here see, it should be alpha n. I think I am not able to change it that. Here it should be alpha n itself because same vector are there, alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. Then alpha, what it is alpha? Alpha we can write it as C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus Cn alpha n, where this alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n belongs to S. Beta also linear combination of the vectors which one? Alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. But it should be different from the same scalars. It should be some other scalars from F, that we can take C1 dash, C2 dash and Cm dash. Then we got alpha and beta. If we get alpha and beta, we should add alpha plus beta, and we have to show that it is also there in L of S. We consider alpha plus beta. Then what we get it as alpha plus beta, we have to add that first element and second element. Then first element here alpha 1 is there, here also it is alpha 1 is there. But what is the coefficient? Here C1, here C1 dash. Then C1 plus C1 dash alpha 1. Similarly, C2 plus C2 dash alpha 2, etc. Last one, Cn plus Cn dash alpha n. Then again, it is a linear combination of which elements? Alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. These are all elements of which one? S. Then alpha plus beta also again a linear combination of the vectors in S. Or we can say alpha plus beta belongs to L of S. Next we have to show then vector addition it satisfies. Next we have to show that C alpha belongs to L of S. Then C alpha, what you get? C into alpha is C1 alpha 1. That when you simplify what we get? C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus Cn alpha n. Then again these are all linear combination of which elements? Alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. Here also plus etc. not only equal. Understood now? Here plus is there, not only 3 elements. Here n elements are there. Then here plus etc. plus Cn alpha n. Then again C alpha also we got as a linear combination. Then C alpha belongs to L of S. Then L of S satisfies both the conditions of vector addition and scalar multiplication. Then we can say that it is a subspace. See if you understand the concept. What we have to show? We will just revise that first part, then we will move on to the second part. What we have to take? S is a non-empty set. Then at least one element will be there. We take alpha belongs to S. Alpha belongs to S means alpha can be written as 1 into alpha. Then 1 into alpha belongs to L of S. Then L of S is non-empty. Then we have to show that L of S as a subspace. For that, we have to take any two vectors from L of S. We take alpha beta belongs to L of S. Alpha can be written as linear combination of the elements alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. Or we can write alpha as C1 alpha 1 plus etc. Cn alpha n. Similarly, beta. Beta also belongs to L of S itself. Then it is linear combination of the same vectors alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. Only which one you have to change that? Only the scalars. That means we take that different scalar C1 dash, C2 dash, etc. C here we can write Cn dash itself, Cn dash alpha n. Then next we have to add these two vectors. Then we can find out scalar multiplication C alpha also. First we will add it. Add that two vectors. When we add that two vectors, what we get it as? Alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta we get. Again, once we add, we are getting as it's as a linear combination of alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. Only which elements are different? Only the scalars it's different. But that also belongs to F only. Then alpha plus beta belongs to L of S. Next, we have to show scalar multiplication C alpha, C into this element. Then what we get? C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus etc. Cn alpha n. Again, it is a linear combination of alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. Then we got it satisfies both vector addition and scalar multiplication. Now we will move on to the next one condition. What is the next condition? Only two more conditions, then I will wind up. S is contained in L of S. S is contained in L of S. Take alpha belongs to S. See only. Alpha belongs to S. But alpha, what we can write alpha as? 1 into alpha. Then it has become a linear combination. Then it is in L of S. Alpha belongs to S implies what we got. Alpha belongs to L of S. Then we can say S is contained in L of S. How we have shown S is contained in L of S? Alpha belongs to L of S. Then alpha can be written as 1 into alpha, then belongs to L of S. Then S is contained in L of S. Then second part also we got. Then third part what we have to show? L of S is the smallest subspace of V containing S. It should be smallest. Then we take that another one W also is there containing S. That means we are containing some other subspace W that also containing S. But what we have to show? L of S also containing S. W also containing S. See here W containing S. L of S also what we are getting? L of S also containing S. W also containing S. But what we should prove? L of S is the, but we should prove which one is the smallest one. L of S is the smallest one. Or we can show L of S is contained in W. Have you understood? What are things we have got it that? Here we got L of S containing S. We have taken another subspace W also containing S. But our aim is to prove that L of S is the smallest one. Or we can, what we should prove? L of S is contained in W. Take alpha belongs to, here it is, alpha belongs to L of S. Alpha belongs to L of S means alpha can be written as a linear combination of alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. Then, but what we have assumed? S is contained in W. Where this all alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n belongs, it belongs to S. S contained in W means what we get? All these vectors belongs to W. Then W is a subspace means what you get? All these vectors belongs to W. That means what we got? Alpha belongs to L of S means we got alpha belongs to W. That means what we are getting? L of S is contained in W. That means which is the smallest one? L of S is the smallest subspace of V containing S. I will repeat that. What we have got previously, we got L of S is a subspace of V containing S. Then what we should prove here? We should prove that L of S is the smallest subspace of V containing S. For that, we assume that another one subspace W is there containing S. But we should prove L of S is the smallest one. For that, we take alpha belongs to L of S. Then alpha can be written as linear combination of alpha 1, alpha 2, etc. alpha n. All these alpha I belongs to S. But S is contained in W means all these alpha I belongs to W. Then W subspace means what you get? This linear combination belongs to W. Why this linear combination is belonging to W? We have seen the theorem, second theorem in subspace. Alpha 1 alpha 2 belongs to W means C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 belongs to W. Similarly, alpha 1 alpha 2 etc. alpha n belongs to W. What we can say? C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2 plus etc. Cn alpha n belongs to W. From where we started, alpha belongs to L of S, but we got alpha belongs to W. That means L of S is contained in W, or we can say L of S is the smallest subspace of V containing S. Then tomorrow we will move on to the one more theorem is there, then some more problems are there. Now we will wind